We're no closer to finding the Oathbreaker's position. Not with this cryptic mess. She promised us answers, and all she gave us was gibberish.
Sorry to interrupt, but I highly doubt it's gibberish. More likely, it's one of the local scripts.
The voice comes from another prisoner, tied up next to Variah. An older gentleman with the quills, ink vials, and parchment scrolls one finds on the sages of the schools of ink and quill. Ink smudges cover his cheeks, temples, and ears. His clothes appear charred, and between the rips of fabric you spot burn scars along his arms. Despite being emaciated and tied to a post, he offers a beaming smile. Who are you?
I'm Sage Lantry, one of the hired quills that was coordinating missives between the Vendrian guard captains. They aren't paying me anymore and aren't coming to my rescue. So I'll decipher that parchment for you. That's what smart prisoners do, right? Make themselves useful?
Very true. All right, Lantry. Show him the parchment. Can you read this?
Let me see. I can't.
You hold the parchment in front of this bound sage, and his eyes dart down the length of the missive. He reads the words a second time, nodding in silence.
I don't know exactly what it says, but I'm half certain that's Sage Selwyn's handwriting. I'm sure I could decipher that in a few hours' time. Don't need my hands free, but I think better when not tied to a post. I know, I'm weird that way.
A few hours? Either you can read it or you cannot. What use is a sage that doesn't know his letters? I've heard all I need to hear. I say we have some fun with this one. It can't hurt to give him a few hours. Your life depends on Yeah, there you go. Your life depends on translating this scroll now.
I would love to help. I just need some time. That's written in another sage's shorthand. I'd have to sit down with it, or better yet, compare it to a piece of his writing I have stashed on me somewhere. If I sat down with it while sufficiently sober, it's highly probable I'd figure it out.
Yeah, you better have something on you.
Since when do we share the good stuff with the prisoners?
Oh, nobody shared. Right before I was taken prisoner, I imbibed several vials of reagents. I wanted to be numb and disconnected when my captors used me for carnal catharsis. It's made these last few days tied to a post almost enjoyable.
I guess now we know why he was able to smile, regardless of all the stuff he's been through. It can't hurt to give him a few hours. You read the edict. I don't need to tell you that the sundial is working against us. This addled old bag is just trying to stall us. The voices of Nerat will be upset to know you squandered a source of enemy intelligence. How true. Then we shan't put him to waste. He will serve as a most riveting source of amusement as we put him on trial.
Fatebinder, I beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of Justice, are you not?
Interesting. Okay, so fine, but I'll be his champion. Release the prisoner at once. We need him alive. He obviously has useful information. As a Fatebinder, it is not my place. I'm trying to strike the balance here, right? Because the Scarlet Chorus likes violence, and they respect only violence. But so if I want this guy to live, there's going to be violence involved, or the Scarlet Chorus is going to be really mad. So I'll say, fine, but I'll be his champion. This one needs to live.
Good. I like it when Tunon's puppies get their paws dirty.
Did you hear that, brothers and sisters? Raising his arms to the sky, the fifth eye roars for all nearby to hear. Trial by combat is upon us. The sage is unbound from the post. Stiff legs nearly buckle as he attempts to walk, and his arms flex and flail to in their new freedom. Wiping the sweat and grime from his brow, the sage steps close to you with a nervous smile. Rhythmic roaring and the stomping of hundreds of feet in unison flood the camp. Hordsmen begin to circle and swirl about, brandishing weapons and cheering. Begin the chant of gathering. Let the warriors know that tonight's entertainment will soon commence. All right. What have we gotten ourselves into? We're not fighting all of them, are we? Probably just one? Brothers and sisters, who amongst you sets the standard for strength? Who amongst you will help winnow the weak from the strong? The fifth eye waves his hand in the air, drawing in a gathering of chorus soldiers. Our claimants have been assembled. Now let the trial of the Oathbreaker begin. Oh god, okay. Oh, okay, so it's us three. Do we have Verse on our team? Good, alright. We have Verse and Lantry. Lantry, what are you good at? Quill Strike. Throws a well-aimed quill. Quicken. Lantry heals the Fatebinder with a surge of restorative energy. The burst of energy is so invigorating that the Fatebinder is also hastened for the lasting duration. Restoring touch, so he's a healer. Titan's touch. Fill the target with a surge of greatness, granting them a bonus to might and vitality. Okay. Okay. Got it. So what was this? What does this do? It's already activated? Alright, so he is on AI. I'm gonna let him kind of do his own thing, I guess. As with Verse, and then I'll be Owen as normal. Okay. Wow, that was shockingly easy. Oh, there's one left. Never mind. Shall we end this with a searing palm?
On it.
It's the coolest attack we have, I think. Oh, it didn't work? Alright, well. By the righteous shedding of blood, we have found our answer. Regrettably, it appears the sage is worthy of leaving our camp alive. The fifth eye offers a short, mocking bow to Lantry. By the customs set forth by the voices of Narat, you are free to go, old man. Brag to your grandkids that you fell afoul of the chorus and yet lived to tell the story. Let's see, what do we want to do here? I think that was fun. Your warriors almost put up a good fight. Gained favor. There we go. That's what I thought. They do respect it. All right. It really is bloodletting weather, is it not? My conscripts need to see the more warriors of your skill in action. I thank you for the lesson you have given the camp. I thought I'd die tied to that post. The sage looks down at his rope-worn wrists in disbelief. Now hand me that parchment. I'm certain I can decipher it. Yeah, I guess battle sobered him up a bit. Well, most of the parchment was weathered, but I could make out the important parts of the text. The note makes mention of a meeting spot west of Tripnettle. So the old sage knows his words after all. I'd ask that you travel ahead and see if you can't get this Captain Florian to yield to the chorus. They will strike at first sight of a chorus gang, but perhaps they will parley if yours is the face they see. I know the area, and I suggest we go at once. I'll show you the way. I'm eager to be as far from the stench of this camp as possible. You're offering to come with me? Why? Because the alternative is... what? Living here with these illiterate brutes? My old study is under a river of fire, and there's no family missing me. Besides, I'd much rather chronicle the binder that twice proclaimed an edict of Kyros. I'd be a fool to let someone else write your story. Something's amiss. There's a lot of fight in you for an old scholar. Now you're offering to join this expedition. I've met sages every bit as cutthroat as hardened gang bosses. They act the part of doddering scribes, but don't let that fool you. Smart for someone your age to be so mistrusting. But I'm not with the Oathbreakers, if that's what you're fishing at. I worked for them under duress, but I've no love for them. I'm not about to pledge to the chorus, and the disfavored wouldn't have me. Still, I consider myself a Kyros-fearing vassal of the Overlord's empire all the same. For as long as I've been a sage, I've been trained to defend myself. We don't spend all our time binding books and sketching wildlife, just most of it. For centuries, we've been in a quiet war with the School of Tides and the School of Wild Wrath. You can't travel alone as much as I do and not know the Bronze Dance. And your little quill dagger, just for decoration? Well, I mean, sages always need to have a quill handy, so it just sort of blends into the ensemble on a casual glance. And the customary term is bladed remix, but who's keeping track? Alright, well. Swear fealty to me? No. Fine, if you're so eager, come with me. Splendid. You won't be disappointed. I know I may seem old and frail, but I know how to keep step lightly and how not to get killed. Really, I won't slow you down. Lead the way and let me know if I could be of service. Are we done here? Let's hightail it to Tripnettle. If your new pet doesn't behave himself along the way, I'm not above clipping his ears. Alright. Travel to TripleNet Wilderness. Or Tripnettle Wilderness. I keep saying TripleNet.
Yes.
Reg. Well, look who we have here. Chewing on some manner of cud, a heavy-set soldier flings spittle and crumbs as she talks. The Fatebinder finally shows himself. I'm Reg, the second soldier. I'm Reg, the second soldier chimes in. And this is Baz. We were wondering when you might pay the camp a visit. The Fifth Eye has been a little starved for attention. He ordered us to watch you like a troublesome babe. Make sure you don't get out of line. Baz knits her fingers together, joints cracking as she smiles. Reg clears his throat loudly, scowling at Baz. Something like that. If you have questions, ask us. Good luck finding anyone else in camp who will give you answers, or even a smile. So, anything we can do for you? I think we're okay. Well, what do you know about Vendrian's Well? The walls might seem imposing, but the Vendrian Guard do a better job of hiding its weaknesses than fixing them. She shrugs. We took the Citadel once before. We can take it again. We have to, don't we? Reg looks up at the imposing power of the spire. Though Kyros knows I don't want to stay any longer than necessary. She follows his gaze and shakes her head. You should know better than to parade your cowardice before the Fatebinder. It's not cowardice, it's just superstition. Are you afraid of the spire? Sorry, Fatebinder. I shouldn't have mentioned anything. He sighs. The fact of the matter is, we were told to stay away from the spires and the old walls ever since we were babes. Of all the dumb childhood lessons that fell by the wayside, that one stayed the same. Imagine being a soldier of the chorus. Imagine a soldier of the chorus pissing himself over architecture. More like what's underneath it. Reg frowns. The Bane lurk around those old sites, and kill anything that they can catch unawares. I've no wish to meet the Bane in combat, unless there are 100 blood chanters at my back. She twists her lip into a frown as she considers this. Me neither, I suppose. All right. Farewell. Let us go and see if we can fight these Oathbreakers. Oh, well, we've left the rest of our party somewhere. There they are. All of you. There we go.
Yes.
It's interesting that we had basically the exact opposite conversation there, where in the last camp we were at, someone was very nearly rude to us and someone cut them off to make sure they weren't rude. And then in this one, someone seemingly wasn't almost rude to us, and then someone cut them off to be rude. Ambush. Your path is blocked by a small group of Vendrian guard. You can go no further until you deal with them. All right. Cracks knuckles, let's get going. Where? Oh.
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
A woman's voice booms from atop a nearby outcropping. Flashes of aquamarine body paint peek out from under her loose-fitting traveler's garb, and her outfit is festooned in braids and knots of sailor's line. Flanked on either side by warriors dressed in Vendrian guard regalia, the woman leans on an elaborate, bladed staff, pulsing with arcane energy. A swath of blue fabric rests draped over her arm.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
The woman bows deeply, lowering her head in a practiced display of etiquette. The warriors by her remain in steady stance, their nerves clearly on edge. In accordance with ancient customs, north and south, I abide by this truth. I abide by this truce.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kyros' way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
Let's see. This is the person that we spared and sent to the Voices of Nerat in the very beginning of the game. Okay, that's good. I'm glad we did that now. Assuming he's our prisoner, what would you offer in exchange?
We would offer you 5 choirmen that got lost on patrol. They're healthy. Got other limbs, too.
Tarkus Deimos is with the chorus now.
Then if we see him again, it will have to be as enemies.
Gain fear with Ebb. She looks to the warriors on either side of her, shaking her head.
If I may make one more inquiry. What of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Palox Tyrell. Oh, this was the person that was holding the officer at knife point, right? I think that's who that was. Taken by the chorus, I know not of this person. Palox Tyrell. I think that's who I'm thinking of. I don't know, actually. Let me say I know not of this person, because I don't remember.
And I imagine nobody will ever again. Fine. That's all I need to know. My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
Bow deeply. Sorry you did not find what you were seeking.
Then all that remains is for me to thank you for hearing me out. In accordance with our ancient customs north and south, let us part with peaceful accord.
She bows curtly, never letting her eyes leave yours, before turning to leave. A moment later, the bodyguards turn to follow. All right. Yeah, I always prefer to to deal with these types of situations by talking if, whenever it's possible. Oh, you know what? We should talk to Lantry. See what's the deal with Lantry. Lantry stops his stride, darting his hands about his bandolier and belt as he softly mouths off a mental inventory of his inks and quills. When at last assured his possessions are in place, he looks up at you with a smile. What might I do for you? If you're going to be traveling with me, I need to know more about you. An understandable request. Let's see. Born in Sunder, no kids. What few longings of fatherly love I've got in my heart are satisfied by taking care of carrier birds. Learned my sigils and spells about 30 years back, and being able to defend myself has opened up a life of field study. And haven't grown tired of the wandering just yet. I've written on all manner of subjects, magic, birds, language, geometry, but my main focus has been chronicling. I find there's no finer pursuit than recording the events of our times. There will always be legends of what happened. Someone ought to be making note of the real thing. Aside from that, I don't know. I practice centering stance, draw portraits, make my own inks, and have a sharp aversion to autobiography. I'm about as boring as watching a coral grow. Interesting. All right, well, cool. I like you, Lantry. Indeed, I have a finite appetite for discussing myself, and I'm more than sated. Let's press onward. All right. Let's get out of here. All right, yeah. 3 hours. Will we make it? We did. Interesting. All right. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you. Fake limp. Health uninjured. Okay. Reinforcements? Finally. Come this way. We need to... The chorus warrior pumps his tattooed arm in salute. Midway through the gesture, a look of confusion dawns across his painted face. Sister Verse? What did I do to deserve such a helping hand? A chuckle escapes the man before he shudders, placing a hand over his mouth. At once alert of the need to remain quiet, his voice drops to a harsh whisper. The fifth eye has a sense of humor sending you. Verse returns a cold glare, but says nothing. You two know each other? This one used to run with my pack, until he left for Death Nell's gang. Motherless Swine didn't even have the guts to fight me for the right to leave. He just packed up and left with his coward's tail between his fat legs. And wise move that. How many have you lost under your command so far? He holds up a hand, stifling a smile. I misspoke. I'm sure you've only got most of them killed. Can't rule out death by their own incompetence. Seems Death Nell didn't take my advice and have you gelded to curb your outbursts. Verse draws her blades in a fluid motion. To Verse, if you want to fight him, I've got your back. Grab Fake Limp by the neck. Apologize now. Yeah, I mean, this works.
You learn something every day.
With a swift, confident stride, you advance on Fake Limp and grip his neck before he can step away. His stance wobbles as you clench down on his throat, and he presses his arms against you, desperate to push you away. At last, he tears himself away from your grip, gasping for air and clutching at his throat. I'm so sorry, Mistress Verse. I did not mean any disrespect. Of course you did, and I couldn't care less. Just know this. You're not good enough to do it to my face. She sniffs and glares at him. Clean yourself up. Apologies. I've been in the field for weeks, answering to no one. I've forgotten my place. Their camp is just yonder. He points to the northeast. And we've kept an eye on them for the last couple days. Some of them left a few hours ago looking for food, maybe out on patrol. but they haven't returned yet. Might be wise to strike now while they're divided. Leave the Oathbreakers to me. My gang and I will lurk nearby. When you make your move, we'll descend and help with capturing Florian. Don't worry. I'll let the others know that you did the heavy lifting. I'll cheat at battle, but not with my reputation. Interesting. Okay. Locate the rebel captain. He's
Right.
probably south, maybe? I don't know. Loot the box. Oh, okay. Honor Guard's Bronze Falcons. Less range, but more DPS, more accuracy, better recovery. Yeah, we're gonna use this, I think. I'll take all of the healing potions
Found something.
and whatever that was. Inventory. Oh yeah, what's your... You have a knife? Oh, you have a... Oh, that's so cool! Alright. I knew he had a quill, but I didn't realize it was, like, knife-sized. That's awesome. Where is... There it is. Boosh. Can I two-hand this? Oh, it's one-handed. And I'm better with two-handed. Does that matter? I don't know. What about this? DPS 4.14. DPS 4.03. I mean, we should be using the mace anyway. I don't know why we're not. And then we'll just have this as a backup, I guess. Alright. We have that. No, we didn't. We have this. Staff of Titans. Okay. Alright, here we go. Can you guys keep up with me? Alright. Yep.
Let's try
I'm
that
just
again.
running in circles. There we go. Oh, that was not me. Let's do... Boosh.
Wait! I did that? Nice!
Get him. Nice. Sunder.
Right.
That's how it's done.
On it.
So cool. Oh my god. Alright.
Sorry, I can't.
Easy. Now we find their captain. Ouch. How is there a trap there? Can you all go through that, or will you all get hurt? No. Alright.
Will do.
Are you the captain? I'm also kind of hurt. I think I'll gift myself a potion, maybe? Right. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, let's fight.
More tallies to
There.
Trap detected. God damn it. I think I want... Sunder.
Will do.
They won't even get close.
Can't do that.
Let's see what.
Nice. I'm trying to get better at using the number keys to do those attacks rather than clicking back and forth all the time. Alright. You weren't the captain either? God
not the time for...
damn it!
Oh, you're really hurt.
Ow.
You got it.
How do I not trigger these traps? Wounded. When a party member takes damage, they will start to lose health. The health bar next to their portrait will start to decrease. When a party member's health drops low enough, they will gain a wound and the health bar will return to red. Okay, so I have a wound now. Wounded characters have their maximum health reduced. Wounds are removed when the party rests or when a character levels up. Okay, interesting. All right. So I will eventually need... How do I not find any more traps is my real question here.
What do we have here?
Ah, Pelox Florian, there you are. Can I talk to you by chance? Yes, good, thank God. Please don't hurt me. I'm already wounded. The Overlord's peons have arrived. Blades up. Fox in hand, and ready for battle. The Vendrian Guard captain bellows orders to the warriors in his camp. Dressed in tarnished bronze and sporting countless scars across his arms, Pelox Florian towers over his peers. If you value your life, drop everything and flee, or stand and fight. I'm happy with that option too. It just seems unsporting for me to suggest it. Surrender now, and I can protect the lives of your warriors. Surrender? To you and what army? We have you outnumbered. You're the one who should be interested in avoiding a fight. The chorus knows I'm here. More will follow. If you surrender, I can assure your crew's safety. Can I appeal to your good nature? I doubt it, because he thinks he's gonna win. If he thinks he's gonna win, he's not gonna cave to that. So, the chorus knows I'm here. More will follow. So you're just the welcoming party? He shakes his head with a scowl. In that case, time is of the essence. Now! The giant man whistles a shrill, sustained note that pierces your ear and echoes off the foothills to the east. In rehearsed unison, the warriors and his crew follow along, sounding their signal for all in the area to hear. All right. Uh-oh. Let's start fighting. We have to capture this guy.
Will do.
Or do we just have to kill him? I don't think it really matters.
Will do.
Don't know about you, but I feel like fighting someone.
Can't do that.
I can't do that. Why? There we go.
Okay, get up! Now's not the time for...
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, you're really hurt.
Oh, am I totally down? Oh, shit. This is not great.
I never had a chance.
I'm using a bow. All right. Well, that didn't go well. The party has died. All right. Let's load and we'll give this another shot, shall we? Trip Nettle Wilderness. Damn. All right. We got to fight through this all again. I'll cut to when we get to the boss guy, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So I believe we're one challenge or like one smaller battle away from doing that main fight that we lost on last time. This time Lantry has taken a wound, but I believe I can level him up, and that actually means we don't have to rest in order to remove the wound. So what we're going to try to do now is figure out what exactly we want him to have. So he is good with one-handed weapons. Okay, which is, okay, so his resolve, and then is there a dexterity and accuracy? Finesse. If I increase this, what does that give him? What if I do 13? I also don't know why this is green. Okay, so I think, okay, +4 accuracy, +2 armor deflection. Health, spell strength, ability and spell cooldown, attack and ability strength, endurance and defense. I was just about to say, is it green because it's the highest, but it's not because that's the highest. Can I... Oh, what does this do? Locking skill growth will prevent this character from gaining experience in this skill through normal gameplay. Okay, so I can't upgrade his weapon support or magic skills, it looks like. So I can only upgrade his attributes, it seems like. Okay. So I would like him to be a little more accurate and a little more vigor. Yeah, because now he doesn't have a debuff, it looks like. Okay, cool. So I think this is going to help us. I also think it's going to remove his wound, but let's see. Save. It did not. Wounds are cleared on rest. Okay, so it doesn't remove his wound. But I believe Owen can also level up. 1. Let's put it into strength. And then close out of that. I don't know why these are still yellow. Oh, it's talent points? I guess? So he has 2 points that he can do. Okay, with his quill. Okay, okay. So Lantry throws a well-aimed quill at his target, interrupting them. Requires 1 talent point. And I guess, yeah, I could do any of these 3. Okay. Penetrating throw. Improves attack range. And adds armor penetration. Rapidly attacks his target with a series of thrown strikes. While sheathed, okay, subtle throw. Okay, so I think we're going to do this. And then also penetrating throw. Save. And then Owen. Oh, I can't go put anything into leadership? Oh, I need level 3 before I can do that. Okay. Stance Mighty. An aggressive stance that focuses on powerful strikes that penetrate a foe's armor. An aggressive stance that focuses on rapid strikes to overwhelm opponents. Two-handed mastery. Increases weapon damage with two-handed melee weapons. Increases damage with unarmed attacks. No, that's not what we want. Or concentrated force, which looks like it replaces our sunder and adds a stun. Let's just do updated damage. Then can I also pick something else? No, just that. All right. Save. Okay. What's this? Okay, that's just that. Okay. Okay, so now can we adjust Lantry's stance? He doesn't have any stances available. Okay. Dang it. So we need to somehow have him learn that passive stance, or that sheathed stance.
I'll take care of it.
In order to better take advantage of that. Don't go by yourself, please. God damn it. Alright, let's... I doubt we can rest here, I'm assuming. Actually, let me look at versus stances real quick. You have sheathed, right? Seeking sheath. Yeah, something like that. Oh, don't go over there. Don't do that. Select everybody. What's the button for this? F5 or backspace. Okay. So I think there's another group to the north here, or maybe not. This is kind of in the way. Wounded. Okay, we did learn this last time. Got it. Okay, we can just leave. We're not going to do that, though. I think, didn't someone come from, like, the north when we were during this fight earlier? Maybe not. Or maybe they were hidden. I don't know. Okay. So, it's unfortunate that we're going into this with Lantry wounded, but at least we're not going into it with ourselves being wounded. Okay. Let's do this.
You see that?
Okay. We'll also see, maybe we can do this through you know, if we do something a little bit different here, if we interact with this differently, the Overlord's peons have arrived. Blades up. That's right. That was his voice. The Overlord's peons have arrived. Blades up. Falx in hand and ready for battle, the Ventrian Guard captain bellows orders to the warriors in his camp. Dressed in tarnished bronze and sporting countless scars across his arms, Pelox Florin towers over his peers. If you value your life, drop everything and flee. Or stand and fight. I'm happy with that option, too. It just seems unsporting for me to suggest it. Okay. So, we did this last time. I left my nicest blue flag at camp, but I'd like to talk all the same. Alright, yeah. I left my nicest blue flag back at camp, but I'd like to talk all the same. You want to talk? Florian looks in either direction at his soldiers, gauging their reaction. Fine. Speak your mind. Try anything funny, and I'll run my falx clear through your backside until you taste bronze. Okay. So we don't have that. Scarlet Chorus want you. Just you. No. I think we did this last time as well. But now we have a lore option. We have your brother Tyrell and his band. Most of his band sent through Edgering. Graven Ash wants one Pelox for another. So we might be able to take him without fighting here if we do this. But are we better off trying to fight and just kind of thinning out their ranks a little bit? And I also kind of want to learn to be a little bit better at fighting, so let's just do this. Now, the giant man whistles a shrill, sustained note that pierces your ears and echoes off the foothills to the east. In rehearsed unison, the warriors and his crew follow along, sounding their signal for all to hear in the area to hear. Okay. So now, these two are going to run in. So, Owen, get ready on thrust. Okay, and then get ready on Sunder. Okay, so where did these guys come from? I can't have you go take care of them because you'll have to take a disengagement attack or attack of opportunity or whatever it's called in this game. So let's get you.
Will do.
Lantry, can you get ready? Renewal, quicken, restoring touch. Instantly, okay. Your Titan's Torch. Fill the targets with a surge of greatness. Okay. Let's see what you do, actually, with your AI. Okay, you're not doing great. Maybe you're gonna heal? You healed her, okay. Back to me. Let's try to set him on fire. Okay, he's dead. So now I'm going to start attacking here. And maybe try to set you on fire. Okay, he's down. That's okay. We kind of expected this. Alright, you're down. Oh god, you just were enveloped by the flame. Jeez, okay. Let's have the two of us run and overwhelm this person. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. I thought you were dead, but you were just invisible for a second. Can you get ready with a stab?
Will do.
Okay. I'm also, I don't think, using my healing potions to full effect, so really quick, let's use a couple of healing potions. Oh, we can't. Lesser healing potion. Restores a small amount of health. Right-click for details. It's fairly poor quality, brewed in either an apprentice alchemist or an unskilled one. Okay. But we can't use it in combat then, it seems like? Yeah, it looks like we can't. Unless I just don't see how. Okay. Alright. Let's get ready to attack you.
Right.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured was going to happen. But I think we did better that time. I think I need to... Honestly, I should have paused right before this. Dang it. All right, well, I'll see y'all in a minute. Yeah, we're definitely gonna... I forgot to fucking
God,
save
dark
again! Okay. We have made it back yet again for like the 4th or 5th time now. We're going to try to talk our way out of it, because I don't think we're of high enough level to take these people on. Okay. I left my nicest blue flag at camp, but I'd like to talk all the same. And we'll lie. We have your brother Tyrell and his band. Most of his band sent through the edge ring. Graven Ash wants one Pellox for another. Tyrell is alive? His eyes widen in surprise as he shuffles his stance. Is he well? Well enough? Do you have proof that he's alive? He's wounded, but he will recover. And I did not think to take his ear or finger as proof. I asked if he had a message to send, and he swore at me and called me Kyros' coxswain. Coxy, I think, actually. He's wounded, but will recover. And I did not think to take his ear or finger as proof. Apologies. If my life can purchase that of my crew, my brother and his warriors. He tapped a finger to his chin, narrowing his eyes as he sizes you up. The Vendrian Guard captain inhales deeply, taking a quick survey of his soldiers as he exhales slowly. I will do it. If you allow my soldiers to leave, I will concede and agree to be your prisoner. Surrender? Surrender and the rest of your crew may leave. You hear that? Go on. Tell the crew back home that I'll return soon, and if not... The captain turns his gaze toward you. Well, if that happens, I trust you will avenge me. But if this Fatebinder speaks true, I'll be back soon. Even bring back a souvenir. The severed head of the voices of Nerat. Nothing personal, but I can't come back empty-handed. That said, I only need you. The rest are free to go. Each warrior... Oh, we gained favor with the Vendrian Guard, even though we lied. That's interesting. Each warrior in turn approaches Florian, embraces, and readies to depart with a silent nod. When the warriors have said their goodbyes, they hoist their rucksacks and depart. All right. Interesting. So where are you? Where the hell do you think you're going, bud?
Right.
Where are you going? Stop. Stop walking. I want to loot all your crap if I can. Take all. I hope he doesn't just run away. Gore thrust. That sounds cool. Anything else I can steal? No? Alright. So now, okay, yeah, sure. Now you guys come. Right. Annoying assholes. Striding into camp at the tail end of a sprint, the Scarlet Chorus warrior begins to speak, but stumbles forward, bracing himself short of collapse as he catches his breath. More on the way. His words roll out between labored breaths. Patrol from this morning. Coming back. Well, look at that. He smiles, an exhausted grin through his heavy breathing. The captain is in one piece, just as requested. The voices will be pleased. Wait, the voices will be pleased? I thought I was going to see General Ash. This wasn't part of... The captain's lip curls into a sneer. I should have fucking known better. The captain looks down at his feet. A slow smile creeps over his face. You haven't won just yet. Second patrol should be returning right about now.
Better, faster, and stronger.
If you can tackle the incoming patrol, my gang and I will make sure this Oathbreaker sees the voices of Nerat. The warrior salutes you with a wicked smile. Good hunting with you. Good hunting with you, Binder. The Archon of Secrets will be most pleased. Okay. Interesting. So they managed to not help fight at all, which is great. Eliminate the Vendrian Guard reinforcements. Oh, they're coming from down here. At least we're all healed up. How many are there? 3?
I'll spill your guts.
Okay. Owen, I need you to get a thrust going.
Take that!
And when you're done with that, asunder. You know what? For good measure, let's go ahead and set them on fire. Alright. Trying to keep an eye on Verse, right? Owen. Alright, they're dead. Owen, get ready with a thrust over there. And you know what? Let's do our cool thing with Verse.
Are we ready for this?
Wait!
We're ready for another?
I got.
Alright, that's a super good attack. Holy shit. I think we can only use that once per combat, right? Yeah, once per encounter. That's a really good move. We need to lean on that way more. Okay. But that said, we made it. So let's get everybody. Okay, let's get F5, everybody. And head back to camp. 5 hours and 45 minutes.